Bing.
Bing. Morning, Anthony.
Lights, camera, action. More action in a bloody tramp's vest.
Pardon?
See more action in a bloody tramp's vest.
What action do you think there actually is in a tramp's vest then?
Oh, what do you think, would you? We see enough sorts to guess that.
There's a lot of sorts around at the minute, isn't there?
Yeah.
But we're not being negative, will we? We can do what we can do. And they just let the dickheads be dickheads, is it?
Yeah, there's a bit of that in there, but that separates us, doesn't it?
It does.
What did I hear last night? Somebody say, I'm sick of hearing everyone say, I can't be arsed. Now ask yourself, when was the last time, maybe not you, but as a person you went, can't be arsed?
I don't think I really do. I can't be asked, you know. I'd rather get on with it.
There's a lot that do.
And do something. You know, there's
Can't be arsed.
time's important, isn't it?
Well, I think so, but
We're
clearly
only
not
going to
to
live for
people.
100 years maximum, aren't we?
Yeah.
I'm
You're past your sell-by date, really.
I'm over halfway.
When you start looking at, you're on borrowed time.
Do you think so?
There's a lot of people your age croaking.
I think I might be like one of them cats with 9 lives.
Pussy.
Pussy.
What do you want to talk about?
Football.
Football.
I'm going to talk about Nottingham Forest. Just because that's my team, really. Even though I do swerve to Mansfield Town as well, but
Fickle.
yeah, you are allowed to have 2 teams. Some people say you can only support 1 team.
You can't have 2 teams within the same county, though. That's not right.
Right. Well, it is, because I'm going to explain to you.
Yeah, explain.
So back in my day, when Romans were here, yeah, the north-south divide, yeah, was the River Trent, yeah. Well, Nottingham Forest is south of the Trent.
By what?
And Mansfield.
By what? A spit.
And Mansfield is north of the Trent.
I could piss in the Trent from the city ground. Is that close? That don't count.
Is it south of the Trent?
Yeah. And what's your other team?
It's Nottingham Forest is my main team. That's what I've supported since I was a child.
Yeah.
And Mansfield Town.
Your second team.
Is my second team. And my daughter plays for Mansfield Town. And your daughter plays for Mansfield Town.
Yeah.
So I would say, in essence, that Mansfield Town is your second team also.
I like to always have a second Premier League team. I don't know if it is this year yet. I went for a spell of really liking Brighton. Brentford for a little bit. I don't know, I've not picked one yet for this year.
So you're not a secret Man United fan then?
Oh no.
As a second Premiership?
No big clubs, just Tottenham.
Just... Did you say big clubs?
Yeah, no big clubs, just Tottenham.
No big clubs, just Tottenham. We've got a nice ground though, haven't they? We've got a lovely football ground.
Yeah, lovely football ground.
Beautiful football ground. Mind you, Everton will have a nice football ground as well, not they?
It's a mess, isn't it?
I'll tell you a story about Everton football ground. One of you who come in the store has been sorting the painting out at Everton football ground because...
Portraits and landscape.
No, the actual... Go on, now you've confused me. The actual steelwork's been coated framework is coated in a primer, and then it has a top coat on, but the top coat is only a CP4.
And it should be
CP5.
Sounds like a bit of a mind my poor French fuck up.
It means nothing to me, but the guy explained to me that because it's at the side of the River Mersey and the air is quite corrosive, it's already started to attack the paintwork.
Decaying like the club. Just to rile a few.
Oh, mate, I tell you what have we got? Some Everton customers. Lovely ground.
I like how they always survive. I think they'll all agree.
Do you think they'll survive this year?
Yeah, I think there's probably a couple of sides worse, isn't it? Ipswich, Southampton, definitely. They've just annoyed a couple of other sets of fans now because of you.
We said we weren't going to be negative.
No, that's realistic.
So will Tottenham get into Champions League this year?
I always think you got to think who'd be above you.
A Forest above you?
Please. In fact, challenge any of you to come in and make an argument for that. Please.
What's the argument? Go on, tell me the argument.
Just any sort of argument that Forest might get above Tottenham in the league. Because they're so deluded.
Well, that's what all fans are deluded, aren't they?
No,
we all support a team and we all
so.
want the best for the team, don't we?
Yeah, that's not being deluded. It's the Forest fans moaning about fouls, and this was a foul. And then when something goes your way, you're like, oh, what? So that was no, I don't know if it was, but well, you got it. So stop moaning.
So will Forest end up in top 6?
No,
Will Tottenham end up in top 6?
don't think so. Don't think so. Basically, I'm just baiting anyone to come in. It's been quite a quiet week in store. So anybody, please
Yeah,
come
there's
in.
nobody
and
coming for a bit of barracking, has there?
I'll take banter as much as the next man. Get yourself in. Let's have some banter. Somebody tell us a woe or a story or a riddle or something. Riddle me this.
Do you think Notts County fans are happy at the minute?
I've not followed their results enough, so I don't know. Are they
Derby County, do you
won
think their
some,
fans
lost
are
some?
happy? I'm talking local.
Derby are pulling in the crowds, aren't they, every week?
Yeah,
so I
they do
guess they're
bring
fairly
some big
happy.
crowds in. Properly bring the crowds in.
Yeah, I think so. I think. Oh, for goodness' sake!
I'll stop that. That's how live it is in here.
If it's spam, tell them to do one.
It's a spam call. Yeah. It not even switch off now. Yeah,
Hello, you're through to live and kicking. What's your name? Where'd you come from?
Hi, we're ringing on behalf of British Gas. So are you British Gas or on behalf of? Because then you're trying to trick me a bit.
Yeah, we're not fools, are we?
No, we are not fools by far.
So it's
Too old in
9:30.
the tooth.
We've had a cup of tea. Ready for another one. A bit hungry this morning. I need some porridge. What else we got planned today?
Today,
So we're still looking at data.
we are going to deep dive into the email database today.
I was thinking of another cliche.
I hate that word. Deep
What's the other
dive.
one?
Go
Oh,
on, you tell me.
there'll be people watching this cringing, won't they?
Yeah.
Mm,
Why don't people just say it in black and white?
yeah. You seen it when Bob Mortimer sort of takes the piss out of these people? And his little train guy videos. He's like,
I'm not.
we'll have a little brain fuck and file out the evidence. I'll get right back to you, Joe Linton. It's really good.
Basically, we're going to deep dive. Basically, we're going to find out why.
Why you do what you do or don't do what you do.
Yeah.
Customers.
Looking at deep dive.
Yeah. We've got some stock waiting to come in, haven't we? We just need to
turn the engine a bit more.
Yeah.
We have got some lovely products in if you've not been in or looked online for a while. The Chore jacket, the black one's beautiful.
That has gone down really well, actually, hasn't it? I think it's nicer than the other two colourways.
It's my favourite.
Ignore it with this top, but oh, it's undone as well.
I saw somebody out in one the other day.
What, in the wild?
Out in the wilds. Going to the pub, and he looked extremely smart with his black Chore jacket on.
Look at that. This is a medium. I take a medium. I'm 6'4".
I thought you were 6'4".
And about 11 stone. Just so that gives you an idea of how it fits. Oh, so.
It's beautiful. I'm just. You used the word deluded earlier.
Deluded. Go on. In what context do you want to use it?
Well, you said 6'4", and I think more 4'6".
I feel like I'm getting smaller.
Do you? Well, the older you get, you shrink. You know.
I know, we're not that old yet.
No, Big Wayne, he shrunk. He was about 6'20", and he shrunk about 3 inches.
I think it's your children grow up around you, and they're constantly growing, aren't they? So
yep.
Every time I sort of face up to the eldest, she's getting in.
She's got to be as tall as you now.
Not far, yeah. She's 6'1". Any jokes? That's another thing. Let us read jokes. Any recommendation on what to listen to, what to watch? I've started Brassic. Have you seen? Do you know what Brassic is?
Yes, I remember Brassic.
You watched any of it?
Not.
I started that last night because somebody keeps banging on about it. Sort of easiest watch. It's got a little bit of Guy Ritchie style writing in it, and a little bit, well, sort of that snatch, sort of a little bit. This is England in a sense of it's British and real and
talking of real and being offended and all that. Last right.
Yep.
So last night, football trading with the girls. Do we say black or coloured? Which is a correct one to say nowadays?
Black, not
black.
coloured.
Okay. So we've got 2 black girls in our team. and they had a photo with a white girl, right? We don't really see colour at football. Anyway, one of the black girls went, we call this the Oreo photograph. And I'm like, that is not, why do we get offended by,
Oreo?
the white girl stood in the middle and the black girl on either side?
Yeah.
I thought and they was having a crack about it. I'm like, it's not racist, is it?
No.
But somebody will be offended by that, I'm pretty sure. But I loved it.
Yeah. Good session last night.
Superb football session there, great bunch of girls.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had a bit of a fun session last night because they've won 2 games back to back. I think they've got an easier game this weekend, but the weekend after is a big one. So we sort of relax it down. But when you relax them down a bit, they play better.
Liquid football.
Sometimes it is liquid football with them.
Relax.
I dare to say they're one of the best teams I've ever watched in girls' football.
Any psychologists out there, would you just please work out the body language, mirrored body language, what that means for us? That'd be a meaning, wouldn't there?
Yeah, there will be.
Yeah. Sort of meaning.
If you put my Nikes on, you'd be a lot taller as well.
These are my work shoes.
Well, they are nice. You've always had them sort of.
Yeah, like the flatties.
Is that what they call them, flatties?
I wear my flats, yeah. I'll wear heels till the weekend. Anything exciting this weekend for you?
This weekend will be football again.
All you do.
All you do is football.
All you do is football.
I love football, and it doesn't matter at what level it is. One of my mates rings up and says, John's playing, don't we? They don't call him Johns anymore, do they? John's not a...
He sounded like someone off the Sherwood programme then, that accent.
John.
John's playing down pit. Is you coming down to watch?
They're coming down on pit tip, then we're going to welfare after for a few paint.
For anybody who's not local and then watch Sherwood, that's not how we speak.
No, we talk very, very proper around these parts.
Are you all right, duck?
There's some terrible accents on that
they've
Sherwood.
not quite got it right.
No.
James Graham, if you're watching, thought you'd been better than that with them, to be honest, mate.
Just bring some proper...
Just bring some local people in, like...
you and me.
Yeah, my acting's not great, but like Shane Meadows did.
How do you know your acting's not great? How do you know?
This is acting.
This is acting?
This is acting.
Right. So you could be an actor. You could be the next Stephen Graham.
No, James Bond.
James Bond.
Unclean shaven James Bond.
What has happened to James Bond anyway?
But that's what they'd say if they saw me doing it. What's happened to James Bond? Can he let himself go, Auntie? Like, no side profiles, please.
Breathe in as you walk around.
Dad bod.
Breathe in as you go around.
Now look what you've done.
I didn't make you do that.
It was there.
It could have stayed there though, as well.
James Bond, yeah.
But what has happened to James Bond? I salute.
Are they replacing him? I think they're brilliant films.
They are what they are, aren't they?
Is it the Idols I was listening to the other day? It's got like a James Bond lyric. It was really good.
Yeah.
About fighting the government's wars and things. I'll put it on stories later. I'll find the lyric. It's quite poignant.
The Cure's got a new album out, talking of music.
Out or?
I think it comes out, I think they've got a new single out 26th of October. I'm well looking forward to that.
As long as it sounds like the old stuff, I love it.
We didn't bother with Oasis tickets, just so you know that as well.
No. You were thinking about Coldplay, though? Are you going to do Coldplay? That's a controversial subject. People love to hate Coldplay.
People do love to hate Coldplay. My daughter loves Coldplay. And I will happily go and watch Coldplay. I've got no... As long as I get on them...
Yeah, you've got to, yeah.
Will this do that? But I've seen that Coldplay are doing Wembley in Hull Stadium, which I find very strange. So if anybody knows the answers to why Coldplay are doing Hull...
I don't believe they've got any connection to Hull, because...
They're from London, aren't they?
No, they're Devon boys, aren't they?
Are they?
They're down, I'm pretty sure somewhere down that way.
Down south?
Down Devon way. And then
south of the River Trent?
Just.
Right.
And then they moved to Camden, hence that Camden programme I watched. They moved there for their big break.
Still not watched that Camden thing yet. Got to watch
you've not got Disney, have you? You need to find it on something. It's really good.
It.
Talks about the obvious people, your Winehouse, Libertines, and all the chaos that came with them, and Coldplay, and not chaos, but they were there at the same time.
Yeah.
And then it goes to the bit before it, your Boy George and that finding a bit of a home there, and the club's working around him. Then Soul to Soul, mate.
Soul to Soul.
Rewatching some of that's cool. They literally were groundbreaking at the time.
Talking of Camden, I did watch that Amy Winehouse film on Netflix.
Yeah.
I quite enjoyed it, but it got slated by Rotten Tomatoes and all that, but I quite enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It's just a film. Sunday afternoon, curtains shut, TV on,
Sunday afternoon
cup
film.
of tea, big bar of dairy milk chocolate.
See, most people Sunday afternoons
What
match day, innit? 4 o'clock.
Yeah, there's that Premiership football.
Yeah.
I watched Real Madrid this morning while I was having my breakfast.
Did they play last night?
They played last night, won 3-2. They were 3-0 up. That Jude Bellingham.
He's gonna be good. He is.
He's not a bad little player, Ian. I'd put him in my team.
Yeah. What, your Sunday morning team?
I'd put him in Nottingham Forest team, to be fair.
Won't go shop.
I don't know if he'd get he'd be a good impact sub, would I say?
Jude, bring them bottles with you. Make sure they're filled up with water. You imagine? Yes, Gaffer.
Watch it, honestly. Well, you see that
I'll watch them in a minute.
Mbappe Bellingham connection, it's ridiculous now.
But only 3, still leaking goals.
Still leaking goals, yeah. 3-0 up, and then the leak 2 in the last 5 minutes, I think it was. So what's interesting about, Real Madrid leaking goals is when Forest are in the Champions League next season and we end up playing Real Madrid.
What, via Marinakis buying the spot?
So be it, mate. So be it. He can do what he wants.
Right, so it's 9:45. I want someone in here by 12 o'clock fighting the case of something. Please, if you can get this loaded quick, please, someone come in and let's have some
banter.
Yeah, let's have a bit of chitter chatter.
Let's do it. Shall we have a cup of tea then? So I can upload this.
Yeah.
And somebody can get in very, very quickly.
Well, I should only be on water. I've got a big race at the weekend.
Oh yeah, you're doing Robin Hood half marathon.
Doing the half marathon in Nottingham on Sunday.
Fabulous.
So I signed up for it about 9 months ago, on the hope that my sister and my dad would do it with me, or it might push them into doing it. My sister got a place 2 weeks ago, so we've had about 3 weeks prep. So there'll be no PBs. Well, the PB will be finishing, I think. So as long as we finish without broken muscles.
It's not the winning, it's the taking part.
It's the taking part. Yeah, that's what all losers say.
See, we can wave at people as they go by the window.
Hello.
It's dead real. It's like that breakfast show, isn't it?
What with the fake window? It was a fake window, wasn't it?
No, they used to have a map out in...
Yeah, or the one in Liverpool.
Yeah,
that was out in the docks, wasn't it?
Yeah, I remember that.
Not this morning. This morning?
This morning, I think.
Don't, because that's the Richard Madeley again. Welcome back. Welcome back.
So you've not got a P. Diddy party or anything this weekend?
I was going to say, I wish. No, that's going to be a bit of a can of worms, isn't it?
Yeah.
He didn't leave out the P, did he? That's the Eminem lyric, isn't it? Yeah. Seen that one?
Seen it, mate. It's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah. They've got away with it for a while. Some big names in there. I'd spill on all of them, I think. If I'm going down, you've all come to my party. You're all going down with me. We'll make a jail album.
Jail Ashrock. Shall we have that cup of tea and let me get this uploaded then?
Yeah.
Because we need to deep dive into the email database and look at the CRO and the CRMs.
Have a camper-choo-choo. Let's go.
Let's do it. Come on. Kick in. See you in a bit.
See ya.
Thank you.